We're into the quarterfinals of the French Cup. Paris Saint-Germain have lost a game. We're still undefeated since the opening day, and I'm really pissed off about some stuff. Run the intro and we'll find out why.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Yes, hello, welcome back. Let's not mess around. Let's find out why I'm annoyed. First of all, I've written it down. That probably sounded horrible, sorry about that. I wrote everything down on a timeline of the transfer window. It's the 7th of February. Let's get started. Straight in with some transfers. Some people have left. Firstly, Francisco Cueto has left to go to West Brom for £12.5 million. Probably not enough money, but it's a profit on what they brought him in for. And I personally didn't think he was quite good enough, even though he's either-footed. He is fickle, and he'll probably do well at West Brom, although so far a 6.45 and 1 goal. That doesn't make sense. He's gone. Next up to leave was Luis Muriel. A bit of a strange one. Sporting signed him on a pre-contract agreement because his contract was up in the summer and we weren't renewing it because he's 32 and his physicals are on the way down. They came in, offered him a contract, he accepted, and I said, if you give me 2.5 mil now, you can take him, and they did. So made a loss on that one, but he's having a great time in Portugal, so can't really blame him. He's having a nice time. Next up was Pablo Mari, left in late January, 25th of January, for £6 million. He's having a good time in Serie A with Lazio. I again thought, 30 years old, he's not going to get any better. He was a good option, and it's turned out to be maybe a mistake. Well, let's just get into that now. Aside from these three transfers, we let 12 players out on loan, which is just, like I've said, I think in the first transfer window, it's Chelsea levels of outrageous amounts of loans. Then, after not a lot happening for the whole transfer window, Real Madrid came in with their £40 million offer for Abdou Diallo, which, if you remember, I had promised Abdou Diallo, if the £40 million bid came in from Real Madrid, he could go. And I didn't want to go back on the promise, especially to vice-captain Abdou Diallo, because he would kick up a fuss and the whole dressing room would turn and it would go really badly. So I accepted, thinking £40 million, we can reinvest that. Okay, £40 million. I'll show you what we were going to do as well. If I can remember how to spell it. Yes, Nordi Mukele. I was looking at Mukele. We had arranged a fee of £37 million up front with some extras on top in instalments, and this was all going to be fine. It was going to weaken Marseille because this is their best player. It was going to be happy for the board because it's a player from within France, and it would mean an instant replacement for Diallo. But oh no! This is where it went wrong. The board decided at that moment, as before Diallo had been sold, after the £40 million offer had been accepted, but before the money had come in, that then they would trigger the event. That's what I'm calling it now. The event. They lowered the transfer revenue retention to 25%, meaning that all of a sudden, we are only getting £10 million from the £40 million transfer fee. And it happened. It did happen. Unfortunately, now if you look for Diallo, you have to go to Real Madrid. He has gone, £40 million, best player, best centre-back at the club for us, vice-captain, has gone to Real Madrid, and we only got £10 million back in the transfer kitty, and so the Mukele transfer was instantly off. Great. It's okay though, because there's a second option, and I'll show you who our second option is. Second option to Michele, I should say, in the transfer window. Somebody who's cheaper, but also has got that quality level to play as a solid ball-playing defender in the centre of the park. That man is Jerome Ongwene. Jerome Ongwene, who came in from Salzburg. He had a release clause of £15.5 million and is a very good defender and has got all the attributes you need to be a solid ball-playing defender. Physically amazing, mentally brilliant, and technically, like I say, all the attributes needed to be a good defender and a good ball-playing defender. However, there is one final straw in this tale. That is... It's making my blood boil just thinking about it. So, the transfer window in France ended on the 6th of February. The Diallo deal didn't go through until the 29th of January, at which point, obviously, the Michele deal fell apart, and so we had to go through this option. And this option went through on the 5th of February, the day before the transfer deadline day, which is great. We got him in before the transfer deadline in France. However, something I was not aware of, and you may be aware of it yourself and call me very stupid, but this is a tale for those who are not used to the French system. It might be a bug, I don't know. But if you're not used to this, the transfer window ends on February the 6th. The registration window closes on January 31st. So what does that mean? That means Jerome is here. He's cost £15.5 million. The rest of the budget we had after the deals went through. And he's unregistered. And cannot be registered for the rest of the season. He's a star player. He wants to be a star fucking player. He's taking 70 grand a week to sit on fucking nowhere. At least he refrains from taking long shots, but that doesn't matter anymore, does it? So yes, it's been a tribulation. Let's just have a look at the fixtures that happened. We're playing Nimes today, by the way, after the transfer window roundup. I don't know if we brought anybody else in. I don't remember at this point. Let's just double check. Oh yeah, I did actually. I did bring in some other players for reasons. We got Marco Antonio on a free and sent him back on loan. He's an 18-year-old ball-winning midfielder who's Brazilian. He's good prospect. Lovely stuff. Jardi Fororo. I can't remember bringing this guy in. Oh, yes. Another compensation deal. Thank you. Sorry, I was just sneezing there. Another compensation deal of a striker or winger who we brought in. He's torn his hamstring. So, either footed though. Probably better suited out wide due to six finishing. But, you know, maybe he can play a false nine, which we no longer play. But oh well, he was having a great time in Colombia and we ripped him from his family to get his hamstring torn. Next up, I was not expecting the Diallo transfer. 29th of January, I was right. I was not expecting the Diallo transfer. So I was already spending the money that we had left over. Some of it on Maurice Asaf, who is an inside forward on the right-hand side. He is our Cueto replacement. He's obviously physically needs some work, but otherwise is an outstanding right-sided, inside forward, either-footed, can play through the middle as well. Of course he can. Again, like I say, he needs to work on his physicals, but at 18 years old, he can do that. We've taken him from Nice for £20.5 million, not all of that is up front. You could see what was happening here. We were already spending the money before the Diallo, the 25%, the it was just going. And then I bought in another striker. I didn't need another striker, but I fancied one. So this is the new Ruben Neves. The old Ruben Neves is probably only 25 years old, but this is the new Ruben Neves. And I brought him in because I really like him. Look at him. He's 19 years old. He's Portuguese. He is sensational. He's already scored. Not there, in the cup. He came off the bench and scored one. £10.25 million release clause as well. So, brilliant. Again, concentration and vision needs work, but he's already 17 strength, 6 foot tall, and balance. He's just amazing. So I can't be annoyed about that. And then, of course, the whole Diallo, Ungwene. You're wondering why these guys were... I was counting how many loan players we had out. These are all the players we let out on loan during this window, including, Luca Hismans, who we brought in the summer. He's on loan at Borussia Dortmund. He's playing first-team football at Borussia Dortmund. Oh, isn't he? Oh, non-competitive. Sorry, he's not playing. But, you know... He wanted to go out on loan. It's one of these things. It's been one hell of a January. In terms of results, let's look at that. Like I said, we last met against the Solid Brest, so that was fun. We then went on a winning run. Troyes dispatched 2-0. Lorient dispatched 1-0. Reims dispatched 4-1. A draw with Montpellier just before Christmas, 1-1. Not great. We then went on a winter break, which is something that happens here on the continent. What was that? We then came back to the French Cup 9th round against Olympique Samir FC. Beat them 7-0. Some other names on the sheet there. Moim, the standout performer with 2 goals, one from a free kick, which was just... I've done it again. I've just... The finger over here doing the OK signal. I don't know what's happening today. Bordeaux beaten 3-0. Lovely wine in the area. So that was good. Niort then in the 10th round of the FA Cup. FA Cup, it's not the FA Cup, it's the French Association Cup. That's not it either. It's the French Cup, 10th round. So we beat them 1-0. Niort, who have several of our players on loan, 3 of them. And the manager had the cheek to say that our team had been terrible. 3 of your team is our team. So stop it, manager of Niort. We beat Angers 3-0 next. That was fun. Then we beat Montpellier 4-0 in the 11th round of the Cup after drawing with them 1-1 earlier. And then, most recently, this is just the cherry on top. The cherry on top of the transfer saga. We played Monaco. Tierney came off injured. Aitnery went on. 10 minutes later, he came off injured, which means we've got 1 centre-back unregistered. We've got 2 left-backs out. So where does that leave us for today against Nimes? Well, that's right. He can't start. I've put him on the bench just to make a point, I think. By the way, Paul Castro is now playing centre-back. That's been happening throughout this January. You're probably wondering why I've just decided that he's better at centre-back than playing as a right-footed left-back, even though his jumping needs work. His strength has gone up too, so that's something. And Gangyong's still here. Thank goodness Ganangarong, maybe, is still here. Because otherwise we'd be finished. Because Parola's also injured. He's out for 7 days to 2 weeks. Aitnery is 11 days to 3 weeks. Tierney's 4 to 11 days, so he'll be back soon. But we're thin on the ground in options, which means Rosier, the right back, is starting at left back today. He also nearly left because I promised him £15 million. What would we have done if he left? I don't know, because we haven't got any other centre backs. Jerome can't be on the bench today, so that's a nonsense what I've done there. We've got all these other players out on loan I could have brought back, but like I say, it happened with days remaining, and I was not aware that the registration closed 6 days before the fucking transfer window closed. Who does that? Sort it out. Somebody sort it out. I want to sort it out, but I can't sort it out because I'm not in control of anger, apparently. We're putting a goalkeeper on the bench. Pollersbeck can't believe his luck. He hasn't done anything all season. He's been sat around looking miserable, and I don't blame him. In fact, he actually looks very happy. So ignore that. Now I've been annoyed for a while. Shall we go and watch a match against Nimes, who should be beaten easily? Oh yeah, I did mention it briefly, but Paris Saint-Germain lost a match in the league, 2-0 to Angers. So that was great. And they drew against Montpellier as well. So it wasn't just us, it was them too. Great. Have we made up ground on them? No, we've lost ground because we drew against Monaco when we lost 2 left backs and had to finish the game with 10 men because they kicked the shit out of our left backs. I'm not stressed. We're still undefeated since that opening day defeat by PSG. So I shouldn't be annoyed. I shouldn't be stressed. We've got enough cover. Enough cover, I say. Let's go into the match. I've not even done the team look at this. We'll do it in a second. We'll just look at the team. I'm a bit distracted. Like I say, I had to write everything down, a timeline of the transfer window, because it was so annoying. I've smacked the mic again. I'm very sorry about the noise today. Team is Kepa, Mbabu, Guangdong, Castro, Rosier, Cabaret, Cacaret, not the Cabaret. Moim. I forgot to put Paqueta back in the team. Trincao, Vinny Jr., Dolberg. I've been trying to get Moim more game time, and I keep forgetting to take him out of the team, so he's getting even more game time than he's expecting and I'm expecting. So he starts today. Maybe I just need to lose the anger. I'm going to send the assistant for once. I do all the rest of the press conferences. I need to lose the anger after I've got it out now. I've vented the anger to you about the transfer window and the nonsense that is. So let's let it leave our systems and go out and put on a good display against Nimes. Because if they beat us, I don't know what's next. Oh, jeez, I'm going to demand more already. Is there McRory, who sounds remarkably Scottish, although I'm sure he is. Castro with that was a Badia Shield-esque roundhouse clearance, if you're not sure about the reference. That's part of the early entertainers. So go and have a look. I think it's episode 2, in fact, of the first entertainers system. As Paul Castro there showing why he needs to work at his heading. But it doesn't matter because Guangdong's there to help him out. Moyim going forward. Maybe he goes for a shot. He does go for a shot. It's not the best shot. So that's a real shame. Second highlight of the match. It's another goal kick for them. Comes out. Rosier with some good work as a makeshift left back. So very happy to see him doing that. They are passing it around though. Cuban Cigar gives it out. The shortened version of Tuesday is now on the ball. Some of these names are, well, they're great. In fact, I shouldn't make fun of them because you look at the names in the English game, like double barrel, ridiculous names. I should stop talking about names. Vinny Jr.'s in on goal. He goes for a shot. It's gone wide. Corner. Trincao whips it in. Castro's there. Castro scores for the header. And I just criticised him. His 11 jumping reach and 11 heading has scored. Nimes are worthless. That's probably harsh. Too harsh? Yes. Yes, it is too harsh. But, like I say, we're just venting today. Today's a day about venting. If you're annoyed about anything today, scream at the computer. I'll listen for you. Oh, that's weird. Oh, you shouldn't say that. If you didn't say anything at all, and I just look like a bit of an utter, that's understandable. Angers are beating Bordeaux by a lot as well. Angers doing remarkably well. I'm not sure if I'm remembering this right, but I believe in this season is that they were just promoted and they're currently third, best of the rest, apart from us and PSG, of course, who are the best, and they are the rest. It goes out to Mbabu on the right hand side now. Mbabu going to get a cross in, or just go all the way back to Cacaret the Cabaret, back to Mbabu again. Mbabu to Awa. Bad cross, and Moim picks it up. Cacaret gets it back, goes out to Moim or Muambe, maybe Muambe. That sounds better. Trincao with a shot, and that's saved. Maybe another goal from a corner just to settle the nerves before half time. The home fans are going crazy, all in white. Castro again, and my goodness, what happened with the keeper and the defender there? I'm not sure. As we rocket into half time, we've got one more throw. Rosier, oh my goodness, so yes, because he's a right back usually, he's set to do long throws from the right hand side, so he's come out from left back to do the right hand side throw in. We've hit the post. Cacaret with a great shot. Unfortunately, only 1-0 still. Half time, breathless, or just a game of football. But yeah, let's point the finger and say, don't get complacent out there, because complacency is dangerous. Castro with a throw in this time on the left hand side. Again, I haven't changed the throw in since I've changed positions. I changed Castro to playing centre back before. There's a goal, by the way. OR from Muambe. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but I'm using the OI, Muam, and then B with an E like that. Muambe, because like Chloe with an E thing on it. Makes sense. Good goal. Another headed goal. 2 Mazzalas linking up. Lovely play. But yes, back to what I was saying before I got distracted by everything in the world. Paul Castro, I changed him to centre-back before the whole Diallo thing erupted. It was originally you were going to come back and I was going to be like, look, we're playing Castro and Diallo as our centre-back pair of dreams. And you were going to be like, wow. But now here we are. It's going to be Parola and Castro, I think, are the ones that are going to be starting most games together when Parola's fit again. Trincão's missed that header by a lot, much more than he should have done. Not seeing a lot out of Vinny Jr. or Dolberg today, so I'm going to bring on Ruben Neves. I've clicked on him just to show you again. Ruben Neves for Kasper Dolberg. Get him some more game time, and why not? Let's get Thuram out there, get him some game time off the left-hand side. I could bring Cherky on, probably should bring Cherky on, but I haven't brought Cherky on, and you're going to have to live with it. Trincão with the corner, in the box, Gnangonon's there again. It clatters against the keepers, and apparently Neves was offside, even though I don't think he was involved. Bordeaux apparently coming back against Angers. It's 4-2 there now. That looks like a really interesting game, but you're here watching this, so... What you got to say about that? In all seriousness, let's be serious for a second. Like I say, the anger has gone now. The anger has gone. Right? There is still a chance. PSG are still in 5-2 there, Angers versus Bordeaux. Sorry, PSG are still in the Champions League and have drawn and lost a match since you last saw this series. So there is still a chance if we can just keep going, keep making up points on them. There's a chance we could actually do something this year. They are an unstoppable force, but their squad depth isn't that great as far as I've seen. So a few injuries, a few too many games in the week, and I think we're in with a real shout. Neves with a good chance and a good header as well. Aim that well, a bit more power in it. I think it beats the keeper there. This highlight's not over. Rippart is trying to rip us apart. He gives it back to the shortened version of Tuesday, and Tuesday goes back. It goes forward to Elia with a good chance. 2 shots, but saved by Kepa, who, by the way, if any of you were laughing at that, okay, ignore that by Kepa because he's just given the ball away. Good challenge by Castro there. Use that pace to get in front of the ball. 6-2 Angers Bordeaux. Wow, what a game of football that is. If you're one of the people who maybe thought that me bringing Kepa to be the starting goalkeeper at Lyon ahead of club legend, what's his face, was stupid. Look at him now. He's an absolute machine in that goal. Ouar goes forward. Ouar misses. Ouar. I think Ouar is actually formerly a part of the Wurzels. So I don't know what you want to do with that information. It's 2-0. We've won 2-0. Well done. Great win. Individual team talks for Trincão and Castro, who got above an 8. Outstretch the arms. Delight with your performance. Move on. Oh, it's only a 1-game episode today due to all the drama in the transfer window that I described before. It finished 6-2, by the way, between Angers and Bordeaux. What a game of football that is. All the other games were a bit naff. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Next up, we've got the French Cup quarter-final, which is not far away. Do you want to see that? It's Nice. We should be beating them. But there's lots of doubts still. We've got Strasbourg, who are 19th before that. Should we come back for Nice? Just a little mini episode? Maybe I could try and get it up midweek next week. Do a double two episodes next week. A mini episode on Wednesday with a French Cup quarter-final. And then a big episode on Friday with some games that are decided after we've played this game. Because if we go through to the semi-finals, then, you know, we could play these guys, PSG, who, like I say, they've got a lot going on. They're in the Champions League against Bayern in the first knockout round. They've got a quarter-final against Havre, which seems unfair because they're in Ligue 2, which is not how you pronounce that. So are they also playing Strasbourg after that? Are they just copying us? Well, I guess everybody has to play everybody, so nobody's really copying anybody. Of course, we've got that last end of the season fixture against them at our ground, so they better prepare themselves. I'm going to do it, all right? I am committing to you, the people, you watching there. Wednesday, there's going to be a mini French Cup quarter-final episode. And then, depending on what that does to the fixtures after that, there will be a Friday episode that may contain a semi-final and a league game. So join me back for that. Like, subscribe, put a comment telling me how stupid I am to not register a player. And well, now I've got to go and figure out what to do with him because I can't register him, so I may as well try and send him on loan somewhere. Add to our loan pile. I mean, he's really good as well. His value's doubled just from joining. So, well, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.